Look at your hair for a moment. Not yesterday, not in an old photo, right now. Do you notice more hair on your pillow, in your shower, or stuck on your comb than you used to? For many people, hair loss feels like something that happens overnight. One day your hair looks normal, and then slowly you start noticing a thinner hairline, a wider part, or areas where your scalp becomes easier to see. And the first thing most people do is blame the wrong things. They buy expensive shampoos. They try different oils. They switch products again and again. But what if the real reason your hair is falling out is not sitting in your bathroom? What if the problem is happening deeper inside your body? Because your hair is not just something that grows on the outside. Your hair follicles are living structures that depend on blood flow, nutrients, hormones, and a healthy environment to continue producing strong hair. And one of the biggest mistakes people make is assuming that once hair starts thinning, those follicles are completely gone. But that may not always be true. Many thinning hair follicles can become weak, slow, and inactive before they completely disappear. Think about a plant during winter. The plant may look lifeless above the ground, but underneath, the roots can still be alive, waiting for the right conditions to grow again. Your hair follicles can work in a similar way. The question is not always, how do I find a stronger shampoo? The better question is, what is preventing my hair follicles from working properly? One important factor researchers continue to study is the environment around the hair follicle. Your scalp needs proper circulation to deliver oxygen and nutrients. When circulation is reduced, the follicle may not receive everything it needs to maintain healthy growth. Over time, several factors can affect this environment. Age, chronic stress, poor nutrition, hormonal changes, inflammation inside the body, all of these can influence the condition of your hair. This is why two people can use the same shampoo and have completely different results. Because the health of your hair does not start with the shampoo bottle. It starts with what is happening underneath the surface. Another reason hair loss is so confusing is because there are many different types. Some people experience gradual thinning around the crown, some notice a receding hairline, some women see more thinning across the top of the scalp, and some people experience sudden shedding after a stressful event, illness, or major change in their body. The cause is not always the same, but there is one thing almost everyone wants to know. Can my hair become healthier again? The answer depends on what is causing the problem. If the follicles are still active, improving the environment around them may help support healthier growth. But before you spend hundreds of dollars on another hair product, you need to understand the hidden factors that may be affecting your scalp. Because sometimes the problem is not that your hair follicles are gone. Sometimes they are simply struggling. And in the next part, we are going to talk about one of the most overlooked reasons behind hair thinning, a hidden problem that can affect blood flow, inflammation, and the health of your hair follicles. This is something many people never check, yet it may be playing a much bigger role than they realize. Now that you understand that hair loss is not always as simple as just losing hair, let's look deeper into what may actually be happening beneath your scalp. Because one of the biggest reasons people struggle with hair thinning is that they focus only on the hair they can see, but the real story begins underneath. Every single hair on your head depends on a tiny structure called a hair follicle. These follicles need a healthy supply of oxygen, nutrients, and signals from your body to continue producing strong, healthy hair. When this environment changes, the follicle can slowly become weaker. The hair may become thinner. The growth cycle may become shorter. And eventually, more hair may enter the shedding phase. But why does this happen? One important factor researchers have been looking at is inflammation. Inflammation is your body's natural defense system. It helps you heal when something is wrong. But when inflammation becomes constant and stays active for too long, it can create problems throughout the body. And your scalp is not protected from this. Chronic inflammation may affect the tiny blood vessels that supply your hair follicles. When circulation is reduced, the follicle may receive fewer nutrients and less oxygen than it needs. Imagine trying to grow a beautiful garden, but the water supply slowly gets blocked. Even if the seeds are still alive, they will struggle to grow without proper support. Your hair follicles can face a similar challenge. Another factor that many people overlook is metabolic health. Your body does not work in separate sections. The health of your heart, blood vessels, hormones, and metabolism can all influence different parts of your body, including your hair. One area scientists continue to study is insulin resistance. Insulin is a hormone that helps move glucose from your bloodstream into your cells where it can be used for energy. But when your body becomes less responsive to insulin, your system has to produce more of it to get the same effect. Over time, this can be linked with increased inflammation and changes in blood circulation. And because hair follicles are living tissues that require energy and nutrients, changes inside your body can potentially affect the way your hair grows. This is why some people notice changes in their hair at the same time they experience other signs of metabolic imbalance. Things like increasing belly fat, low energy, cravings, or difficulty maintaining a healthy weight. Now, many people hear about hair loss and immediately think about one thing: DHT. DHT, or dihydrotestosterone, is a hormone connected with pattern hair loss. For some people, especially those with genetic sensitivity, DHT can cause hair follicles to gradually become smaller over time. This process is called miniaturization. The hair does not disappear instantly. Instead, each new hair growth cycle may produce a thinner and weaker strand until eventually the follicle produces very little visible hair. But here is something important to understand. Hormones are only one part of the story. Your genes, lifestyle, nutrition, stress levels, and overall health can all play a role. This is why one person can have high DHT and keep a full head of hair, while another person starts losing hair earlier. The body is complex. There is rarely just one single reason. So if you have been trying every shampoo, oil, or treatment without success, it may be because you are only treating the surface. You are trying to fix the leaves of the plant without improving the soil underneath. The next step is understanding what you can do to create a healthier environment for your hair follicles. Because once you understand the possible causes, you can start focusing on strategies that support your scalp, your body, and your overall health. In the next part, we will look at the natural steps that may help improve hair health, including lifestyle changes, nutrition, and habits that support your body's ability to maintain stronger hair. Now that we understand some of the hidden factors behind hair loss, the next question is, what can you actually do to support healthier hair growth? Because your hair does not only depend on what you put on your scalp, it also depends on what is happening inside your body. The first step is improving your overall health. Your hair follicles need important nutrients, especially enough protein, vitamins, and minerals to support strong hair growth. Many people spend money on expensive products but ignore the basic needs of their body. Stress is another major factor. After a stressful event, some people notice increased hair shedding because stress can affect the body's natural balance. That is why simple habits like better sleep, daily walks, and managing stress can support healthier hair. Your scalp is also an important part of the process. Think of your scalp like the soil where your hair grows. A healthy environment gives your follicles a better chance to function properly. Some people use options like rosemary oil or scalp massage to support scalp health, while others explore treatments like microneedling. These approaches may help some people, but they should be used carefully and with realistic expectations. The biggest mistake is looking for one magic solution. An oil, a single supplement. Healthy hair usually comes from multiple improvements working together: better nutrition, less stress, good sleep, and understanding the real cause of your hair loss. Because hair loss is different for everyone. For some people, genetics play a big role. For others, lifestyle, hormones, stress, or nutrition may contribute. The key is not to fight the problem blindly. Understand your body, improve your health, and give your hair follicles the support they need. Because your hair may be telling you something about what is happening inside. If you found this information helpful, make sure to subscribe for more simple health tips. Remember, small changes today can support a healthier tomorrow.